first picture came at 3:12 a.m. I was in a deep sleep until my mobile suddenly ringing woke me up. Confused, I stretched in the dark and felt along my bedside table for my phone, hoping that this was spam or an emergency. I looked at my notifications and saw that I had been sent a picture from an unknown number. A young man strapped to a chair, face covered in bruises and blood, eyes wide with fear. I had no idea who this was. The second picture arrived straight after the first. Same man, different picture, his mouth forced open by some kind of metal device, stretching his mouth into a grotesque smile, teeth broken in his mouth like a shattered mug, bleeding gums. I still had no idea who this person was. The third picture was the worst. His hands, missing their fingernails, raw, exposed flesh underneath. I could see the tendons stretched against the bone. I sat up in my bed, still groggy from my sleep, my heart racing. At first I thought it was a joke, a prank, a wrong number. My brother and I went through a phase of sending each other stuff like this to gross each other out, but I haven't heard from him in years. It was either morbid curiosity or compulsion that told me to swipe through the pictures again. As I did, a queasy feeling settled over my stomach. There was something very intimate about these pictures. They were too posed, the lighting a bit too deliberate. This was not an accident, I thought. Then the messages started. Do you know him? My breath was getting shallower. As I sat in my dark room, my fingers hovered above the keyboard. I wanted to type, but something restrained me. Instead, I waited. 1 minute, 2 minutes. My phone chimed again. You will. I threw my phone to my side and turned on the light. My room felt different now. Smaller, colder. The shadows hung everywhere the light couldn't reach. I double-checked the locks on my apartment door. Twice, 3 times. When I looked at my phone again, there was another photograph. This was different from the rest. I could see a room, paint clinging for dear life onto the walls, a door with stained wood and rusty hinges, illuminated by a single light bulb in the center of the ceiling, casting long, spidery shadows, the kind of place that smelled of mildew and old blood. I didn't know it yet, but this place seemed familiar, like a word on the tip of my tongue. I could hear the faint of pipes that hadn't been maintained for years. Drip, drip, drip. Another message. Come find him. I should have blocked the number, deleted everything, reported it to someone, anyone, but what I did do was stand there, staring at that last photo, my mind unraveling at the seams. I knew this was a bad idea, but some hidden thread had already snagged itself in me, pulling me along. I couldn't look away. I have to know, I thought. The next day, the pictures wouldn't leave me alone. I saw them on every shiny surface. My phone, my computer, even the black gleam of my morning coffee. The man's swollen, battered face haunted me. His eyes pleaded with me for what I didn't know. The next photo came again at 3 a.m. The door to the room was now open.